Podcast episode replays are not for lazy people. Let me break it down why. Podcast replays are super important because the listeners you have today are not the listeners you had 6 months ago. Honestly, sometimes 6 months is almost too much. So a couple of months is enough for you to have new listeners. But also, the fact that people select episodes based on title and also their availability. Remember, the average person listens to at least 8 episodes a week. So there's a lot of competition. If there were episodes that were super long or maybe life got in the way, they didn't listen to your episode. And let me show you real data to back this up. Alright, so let's look into the data. It's a little hard to read, but I'm going to do my best to explain. So in May of 2021, so last year, our client released the 5 tips to communicate with a loved one diagnosed with dementia. Now, on that episode, they only got 50 downloads. But in September of that same year, we did a replay of that episode and the numbers were 243. So it's almost 5 times more plays than the original episode. Now, this is a podcast that is mainly local and the client has since grown a lot of numbers since then. And then what is important to remember is that just because you release the content once does not mean that everybody listened to it. So there's opportunity for new listeners to engage with content you released and to avoid burnout. Read the caption for more.